All right. Should be up and running here. Bull stream should be live. All right. Market just closed. We'll be going over the Q SPY and today's trades. Let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for March 4th, 2022. Q's down 1.45%. SPY down 0.83, IWM down 1.56. So we came into the last couple days bullish, anticipating bullish that finally this daily will start to turn around because the hourly had already started the uptrend. The weekly looked like it was gonna try to bounce, okay, and the daily was the big hold up as far as having alignment. Now, as the daily kind of getting some follow through here on this daily sell setup, right, we're still lacking the alignment. In fact, we are starting to look more bearish. So came into the last couple days bullish. Yesterday's bar didn't really change too much, although it did end up being a little bit of a sign of things to come. Now the SPY still has this support here to the left. So the SPY hourly is pretty neutral here. The Qs, however, looking more and more bearish. Underneath today's low, bearish. Otherwise, I'm going to remain neutral because the SPY at least, all right, is holding that support. Okay. So Qs and SPY, looking a little bit different just because the Qs are a little bit weaker. Okay, so neutral to bearish going into Monday, and then if we break today's low on the Qs or the SPY, going to be back to bearish. All right. So we kind of were waiting all week, trying to get that alignment, started to anticipate that, we'll go with the hourly and the weekly. That didn't end up really panning out. Still here, Qs looking more lower now going into next week. So it's been a pretty sloppy week, I thought, for the market. A lot of kind of like fakes lower, tried to break down, then tried to break out, and now back down. So, was trying to get some kind of clarity, but I think we knew just from the beginning of the week that the alignment just wasn't there. So, but we'll see. We'll get more information come next week. All right, let's go over the plays from today. Start off with this PBYI. Had a pretty decent start to the day here. Here's the 2 minute. We got a run up and a pullback, and then a base, and then a breakout. Tried to trim this, to tighten it up a little bit. Here's the PBYI trying to transition. Tried to tighten it up on the PBYI, but I just kind of came in and ended up failing on this PBYI anyway. So I like the setup. 2 minute looked good, 5 minute looked good. I think one thing ended up being a little bit thinner than I would have liked, especially for a $2 symbol. But at the time, it seemed fine, and just kind of reversed hard on that breakout. So we were actually in it over this base though. So it was looking good, was up okay at first. Was looking for a bit more than that, and then just kind of reversed. Yeah, happens. Not the nicest trading thing there on the PBYI. On this gap up. Then the B cell, I'm still processing this B cell trade a little bit. Was a breakout this morning, right over this base here, and took most of it as it came into the first target here. I was looking for about 250 or so, so it was out most of it here. Did hold a runner, okay, and trailed and did hourly bar by bar. But as it got to the last 30 minutes here, I went ahead and trailed the whole thing right there as it was kind of running up to trail it. And boy, under 280 versus where this thing closed at 525. It's sometimes you look at these trades, you look at the size of this bar and think, anybody that played this. Now, it was a good trade. It was still a good trade on the B cell. But so look at that and then look at where it ended up, that's really impressive. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen from time to time. So, they're definitely worth, being a part of, trying to hold for a runner and trying to hold till end of day, because very, very impressive run up. I know some of you guys got it on the B cell. Some of you, I gave you numbers for it in the afternoon, but actually set up a better setup later on. It's hard to look at this chart now because of how big that move was into the end of the day, but there it is. The B cell, I thought this was actually a better setup here. You see the 20 MA start to curl up underneath, and then the 15 is catching up as well. So that made it, I think, was a pretty good one. And man, what an amazing move there in the afternoon. Wish I caught more of it, of course. All right, so probably if I hadn't caught it in the morning and had played this, that would have, yeah, no doubt, been an even bigger play. So, sometimes I'll hear stuff like people will say, "Oh, don't trade Friday afternoon. Nothing moves in the, nothing happens. All the traders are gone early," you know. But that's I haven't found that necessarily to be true. And then this would be just an example of stuff can still move on a Friday afternoon. All right, so that was I think not a bad way to end the week here on that B cell. We'll see if next week we still have a good amount of earnings. I thought we did this week, but because of the choppiness of the market and everything being the focus here about what's going on in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, it hasn't made trading easy at all. Really don't think that earnings has been as much of a focus as it would be normally as a result. So, not sure when there'll be more clarity or what the resolution will be or how much more volatile the market will get. That kind of stuff. We just have to be on our toes as we get to next week. All right. Hope you did well this week. We'll be back at it on Monday, and I will talk to you then. Have a good evening.